How many times have you secretly thought about quitting? How many nights did your heart whisper, I can't do this anymore? And yet, you stayed. Expectations held you. People's voices held you. And sometimes your own guilt held you. Today's video isn't a message, it's a mirror. Today, we're talking about the moment when a future champion decides, I will not break, I will evolve.
If you've ever seen someone shine on stage, if you've watched someone lift a trophy in victory, remember behind that trophy is a night where they hit their absolute breaking point. Chris Bumstead once said, I recorded myself crying in the gym, telling myself this is my last Olympia, and that story isn't unique. It's the story of every competitor who has ever thought, am I still enough? Champions don't break. They are built from breaking. When we begin, everything feels beautiful. The gym feels like an escape. Progress gives you dopamine. The journey feels exciting. But later, pressure hits. Expectations build. Your identity becomes tied to your performance. And suddenly, you're no longer working out because you love it, you're doing it because you fear not being enough. A champion must understand this truth. Why you started may not be why you continue. And if your why is draining you, it's time to reevaluate.
People think pressure is a burden, but the truth, pressure is a privilege. A privilege only given to those who are capable, those who are powerful, those who came to prove something to the world. The day you stop feeling pressure, either you stop growing, or the world stopped expecting anything from you. Both are dangerous. Champion mentality doesn't mean you have no fear. Champion mentality means even with fear, I won't stop. Victory lasts 10 minutes, but the journey, it lives in every breath you take. Chris said, I found more fulfillment in the journey than the win. Why? Because the win is just a result. But the journey is the battlefield where you break your limits, fight your doubt, and create a new version of yourself. When builds your body, but the journey builds your soul.
There comes a moment when you feel, I'm tired, I don't feel the same anymore. This doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're changing. The purpose that brought you this far doesn't have to be the purpose that carries you forward. And that's okay. Because growth means letting go. The scariest part of being a champion, the phase where you feel lost. You don't feel like getting up. Your routine collapses. Distractions become more attractive. And you wonder, what do I do now? This stage isn't dangerous. It's necessary. Because this is the phase where you rebuild yourself. Where you understand what drains you uplifts you has become your identity, and what needs to be released when life becomes complicated. Champions do one thing, back to the basics, back to discipline, back to the gym, back to what keeps them grounded.
Then comes a moment where you feel lifted without pressure, where the routine stops feeling like punishment and becomes a choice, where you finally say, I love this again. That is the rebirth moment. The moment a champion doesn't return, a champion redefines himself. People think we train to win on stage. No, we train to find our true self again. If you feel lost, if you have no direction, if your heart feels heavy and your mind feels confused, listen carefully. Being lost is better than being stuck. Being lost means you're moving, you're searching, you're growing. Just keep one thing constant, go train. The gym doesn't only build muscles, it rebuilds your identity. If life is falling apart, go lift again. It will put you back together. And remember, champions aren't born in victory. They are born in the moments when they refuse to quit.